Hello and welcome to Body Break. I'm your host, Oprah Winfrey. Wow. This is the fourth episode. I'd like to thank everyone who's listened to the last ones. The amount of views on there is insane, but if you actually look on the back end of YouTube, there's only about 6 people that watch it till the end. So I'd like to thank Andrew, Paul, Bruce, of course. Thank you, Bruce. Brett, but I don't think Brett gets all the way to the end. But thank you guys. The support is overwhelming. So today we're going to get into a video of a guy falling into a river and maybe the worst reaction I've ever seen anybody have to this sort of situation. Because it's one thing to just sit there and watch somebody fall into a cold river and not do anything, but what the people watching this guy did, it's insane. And we're going to have the video. I'm going to put the extra effort in to have the video up and play it. Whoosh, it's going to pop up. It's going to be great. But first we'll do, podcast style. I'll give you a little update on the bank scam. Remember when I was defrauded a few weeks ago? When I realized that Catch Me If You Can is a story about a villain and that Leonardo DiCaprio perhaps, should spend the rest of his life in jail for glamorizing that sort of lifestyle. Well, it turns out that the bank is probably going to refund me the money. I called them and they were like, yeah, you're going to get reimbursed. So I'll get the $415 back or whatever it was. And, it's pretty crazy because the person got the cash out of the machine down there in South Carolina. So at this point, I don't have any love for banks. I could care less about them. Could care less about the bank. So in a weird way, I'm kind of happy for this person. Whoever it was, I just wish the person down in South Carolina could send me some photos of what they did with the money. Went to a motel, ordered, Papa John's or KFC or something. Maybe got movies on the TV for like $14.99. Who cares? Hopefully they have Netflix down in South Carolina. Maybe this is why you're running into so many money problems. You're doing stuff like this. But still, what did you do with that $400? I'd love to know. Almost like the way they send pictures when you donate to somebody in another country, you adopt them. That's how I feel. I adopted a bank scammer in South Carolina, and I don't even know how they're doing. I don't even get an update. And the best part about it is I don't even have to pay anything. The bank pays it. So you know what? If you're into scamming, just go ahead. Go ahead. Scam me. The bank's going to pay it back. I could care less. You're going to have to guess my password. And it is slightly harder now. It is slightly harder. The other update I wanted to give anybody, Paul, Bruce, Andrew, McKenna, the 5 listeners that I have, the pastor up in Edmonton he turned down bail. So there was a pastor that went to, jail, not prison, jail, because he kept having services, and then they put him in jail, and now he turned down his own bail. So he's in there. He's been in there for 3 weeks. The guy he's not going anywhere. I'm starting to think this pastor, and this is going to sound crazy, but I'm starting to think that he's somehow accessing a higher power, if that makes any sense. I feel like I'm the first person to make a comment like that, but yeah, I think that that's what it could be. And I remember one time when I was a bellman, I was a bellman in this kind of crazy corner of Calgary, and this guy tried to pick a fight with me and my friend Tim at the same time. He was like, I'll fight both of you at the same time. Let's go. He had a maritime accent, just like, come on, the two of you, I don't care. And he was literally like the Irish guy with his fists. And he was like, I'll fight 2 of you at once. I've been to jail. I don't give a damn. And, for one, unless while you were in jail, you grew extra arms and extra eyes, I don't know how you're going to fight 2 people at once and think you're going to win. I mean, he scared us using his words. He scared us off easily because, he talked aggressively enough, which is all you really need to do. But I bring this up only because this guy talked about being in jail in Canada, in Alberta, like, oh, I've been to jail. Right now there's a pastor who's like, they're like, you can go if you want. And he's like, no, I'll stay. I'm good. No, that's cool. We're playing dominoes. Me and the fellas are playing dominoes. We'll get to the bail. I'm not going anywhere. He's a tough guy. But, to me, it seems a little stubborn. I would just accept the bail conditions and go, There's a show called Prison Break, and the whole premise was that a guy went to jail and he had a tattoo on his back of the jail and how to escape. In this case, you just need a tattoo that says, hey, pastor, you should accept the bail conditions. hey, Patrick, say yes to the bail and you can leave. But no, clearly he wants to play dominoes and eat mush sandwiches or whatever he's up to. So let's get into this river thing. I got some other little things too. It'll depend on how long this river drowning situation takes. But we're going to watch this video. And so some people were out by a river in Athabasca Falls, and it's winter and it's cold. And we're going to start around 106 in this video. There's a CTV version, and they add all these scary music to it for some reason, as if a guy drowning in a river is not scary enough. We need to add scary music to this. This isn't going to do it. People aren't going to ask their doctor about Valtrex if they're not afraid, and they're not going to be afraid if it's just a man drowning in a river. Spoiler, he doesn't drown. I would not play this video if he drowned. But it's no thanks to the people that were there. Good segue. Let's get into it. As you can see, making his way along the river. Falls in. Grabs that ankle. Oh! So right there, that's a tough moment. Just you fall and you're like, oh, I'm still on the ledge. I'm not fully in the water yet. I mean, your life is already flashing before your lives. I'm not in the water yet. I'll just, and then you fall. You realize that your ankle bone doesn't have a muscle in it to flip your whole body up. And you realize I'm going into the river. And if you're wondering why he was down in this little area, it's because he was looking for his drone, which we'll get into in a little bit. But first, let's now listen to the worst thing you can do while someone is drowning in a river. So at this point, I imagine he's thinking.
No, he's fine. He's going to get up on the ice.
It's fine. He's going to get up on the side of the ice. You watched somebody drown in the river before. You've been, oh no, he's fine. Trust me. If it's me, I dolphin ice like a seal up out. So he's fine. He's fine. No, he's going to get up on the ice. We don't need to help him. Oh, yes, there's a human life in the balance right now. But trust me, he's just going to climb up on the ice because ice is easy to grab. Guys, he's fine. No, we don't need to go down there. He'll be fine. He'll climb up on the ice. It's not a big deal.
Someone down there with you? Oh, Lord.
And this is where it gets truly awful.
Oh, my God.
When she yelled, is there someone down there with you the first time? I was like, okay. You know, I mean, you have eyes. You're looking at a man in a river with nobody around saving him. Is there someone down there with you? So she can see that there's no one down there with him. You can see that. So you yelled it. You yelled it to a guy who right now is probably, maybe just trying to think about how he's going to get out of the river. I don't know. Call me crazy. Who knows? Who knows what he's thinking? He could be thinking, what's this episode of Snowpiercer going to be about this week? But I would imagine that he is thinking about how to get out of the river. Is somebody down there with you? No, I'm in the what? The fish. The fish are down here with me. The ones that live in cold water. Cold water fish are down here. But it actually gets worse.
Is there someone down there with you? He's somewhere. Where is somewhere? Oh, there we go. Okay. Good job.
Okay, so is there someone down there with you? And the guy goes, somewhere. You know what he's thinking, right? You know what he's thinking. Oh my God, I'm going to die. I need to grab onto this tree or I'm not going to live. And there's someone yelling. Is there someone? Where are they? And he just goes, somewhere. And then the lady looks at the people around her. Yeah, somewhere. The Grim Reaper is pulling this man into hell. And you are giving him trivia questions about where his friends are. Is there someone down there? Where are they? Where's somewhere, she says. Where's somewhere? That sounds like something a mom would say if she was like, where are your mittens? And you'd be like, there's somewhere. And they'd go, where's somewhere? Not something that you say to somebody who's drowning in a river. Oh, man. It's just, it's just insane. It's just insane to think. And then on the news, according to this woman, she was like, we were just about to go down there and help. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You just told everyone that he was fine. That's what you were about to do, was just sit there and watch this poor man. So, oh, we were just going to go down and help. But you said he was fine. And then you just yelled about his friends. Where's somewhere? Where are your friends? Where are your friends, loser? Looks like you're pretty stranded. It looks like you're drowning down there. Where's that? Let's run it back. Let's run it back one more time.
Don't push me.
Is there someone down there
Not
with
you,
you?
sorry.
He's somewhere. Where's somewhere?
Where's some? He's somewhere. Look, this guy. She's almost like you can hear the tone. Where's somewhere? Where's somewhere? This idiot.
Good job.
Oh my goodness. So what I wonder is, as you can see, we'll finish it out. The man, despite getting lectured while drowning, the water is rushing around you. Ice cold, freezing Canadian winter water rushing around you. Where are your friends? I don't know where my friends are, ma'am. I don't know. And I'll figure it out in a second here. I have to get out of the river. But he manages to get out. He pulls himself up on the stick. No big deal. Slides out. Okay? And you can see him get up, looking around. I don't know if he ever got his drone or not. But what I do wonder about this is like when he got out. So he gets out and he climbs up the embankment. And then he bumps into that lady. What do you say? What do you say? After you've been drowning, you were drowning in the river, terrified. She just yelled questions at you and then told the other bystanders, the other people that may have helped, she said, no, he's fine. No, he's fine. He'll pull himself. No, don't. He's fine. This guy will get himself out. He's a stranger I've never met. He's wearing winter clothes. He's wearing snow pants and a jacket, and he's in a river. He's fine, guys. He's fine. He's just going to pull himself right out. And he did pull himself out. But still, you bump in. If I'm that guy and I bump, what do you say what do you say? You know, you said, hey, was that you? That was you yelling at me up on the hill there? I just wanted to say I was really worried that I would never see my family again and that they wouldn't be able to watch me drown in 4K. And so I just wanted to thank you. I wanted to thank you for filming while I was drowning. And honestly, I was like 98% flustered because of, the rushing water around me, the ice cold rushing water that was pulling me down into the afterlife to meet my ancestors. I was only 98% flustered. But then when you started grilling me about where my friends are, where's somewhere, then I actually did get the 100% flustered. So I just wanted to thank you for that. You really helped out. And also thank you for telling everyone else not to save me. Thank you for telling the other bystanders, he's fine. He's fine. Lucky for her, he was fine. And yeah, it took me a while to find that version because the CTV version was all dolled up with this scary music. You know how on the news they can't, they got to make you so scared. And if they don't have the dramatic footage, they'll make it themselves, And I was thinking for this one, so it's like, hey, does he live? Can we edit the end maybe? He doesn't get out. We'll CGI a funeral with his family members or something, just to scare people before the commercial break. Fine. We'll just add scary music. We'll just put scary music and text in there. But I didn't want that to go unnoticed. Where's somewhere? Where are your friends? Where are your friends? So I had some other things. I don't want to hammer through them. Some of them, let's just go with the one that's an update that I already talked about. The Queen. Remember I was talking about the Queen and how evil she is? Well, there was this big interview this week that I did, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah did an interview with Meghan and the hairster. And they're like, yeah, the Queen sucks, the family sucks, or whatever. You saw it. I don't need to update you on this. But then the Queen came out with this. This is the best part because the Queen is so evil. She's like, makes me sad to find out that Harry was going through such problems, that he's been that he's been emotionally suffering because of the problems. Queen, you're sad because he is feeling the problems that you caused. You took his military titles. You took their patronage. I can't update you on everything, but the Queen took the patronage and the military titles. I'm really sad that Harry doesn't like all the awful stuff I did to him. It makes me feel sad that he's upset that we booted him out of the family. The people he loves the most. We basically are never going to talk to him again. And that makes me feel sad. You know, I was planning to do more awful things to him like I did to Diana, but now that I see how soft he is, I don't know. I mean, it makes me feel sad to know that I have such a soft grandson that can't even take being booted out of the family and ostracizing his wife and having his military, that he actually was in the military, not just honorary, some of them honorary, having his military titles stripped from him and his family patronage, essentially being blackballed into a corner where the only friends he has are security and his wife. And that makes me sad that he's upset about that. That upsets me. And you know what? I'd say we'll do it. We're 17 minutes in. You know, next time I'm going to give you an update if I get that money back. If we're going to recap everything. If you're going to do a bank scam me, go ahead. Canadian jails aren't that bad. Obviously, if there's a pastor in there and he's choosing to stay, he wants to hang out. Imagine being in the prison with him and you're like not into religion and he's just trying to like coach you on your life. And you're like, literally, I'm just trying to figure out a good drug route to get myself back in the game. And he's just going like, you know, John 4:51 said the drug route inside is I don't know. But to recap, we got the pastor. And then obviously, if you see somebody drowning in a river, you help them out. But I will give this lady, this is what I'll end with. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt, because if she knew that he was just down there looking for a drone, maybe I don't know, dude. This is a decision you made. You made this decision. This is on you. So in fairness to her, if she knew that the only reason he was down there was to look for a drone, then yeah, you let him drown. Maybe you let him drown. I don't have to be there. I've been a little judgmental, but that's it. Thank you to tuning in. My Word, episode 4. I'm your host, Oprah Winfrey. Thanks again.